Today on Beyond.
They were talking about separating my ashes, okay? You've been fighting over his ashes. Oh, boy. Don't do that.
Her boyfriend is furious that his death is tearing them apart.
Don't do that. Don't do that. He's not there. You know, that's not him.
Will they finally let him go? But first,
we always had a running joke, me and the other siblings, that, you know, you don't look anything like us. You must be the milkman's daughter or, you know, the postman's daughter. And I would always joke and say, no, I think I got switched in the delivery room.
Angela's running joke became a reality when her mother recently revealed that the man who raised her was not her biological father.
My father who raised me never knew, because my mother never told him, that I was not his child. I would like to know if my biological father is aware that I exist. I don't blame my mother, but I know it has to hurt her.
Using his extraordinary psychic ability to communicate with spirits, he's transformed lives by unlocking mysteries and sharing secrets from the other side. James Van Praagh, best-selling author, renowned medium, and your connection to the world beyond.
Hi, ladies. You're Angela?
Yes.
Hi, nice to meet you, Angela.
Nice to meet
And you're Rosa?
I'm Rose.
Rose. Nice to meet you, Rose. Nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for having
And
us.
I know that you want to contact your biological dad, is that right? And
Correct.
also your other
My
dad?
father who raised me.
Father who raised
Yes.
you. Okay. Well, there's either birthday that just passed from someone, I'm being told. So who in the family's birthday just passed, or?
My father who raised me.
Okay.
Yes. His
Just
birthday
recently,
passed.
didn't it? Like
In
within a couple of
December.
weeks?
Yes.
Okay.
He's
Because
second.
I'm seeing one man standing next to you, and he's talking to me about a birthday. So this would be your father that raised you?
Right, father that
Okay.
raised me, yes.
Okay. He's talking to me about 2 bedrooms, so I'm not sure there's a 2-bedroom house that you're living in. And I also want to tell you there's something about butterflies he's mentioning to me. I don't know if there's a picture of butterflies or something in a
Yes.
frame.
She has a picture that's framed right by her bed with
Thank you.
butterflies in it.
Thank you, because that's what he's giving me. Okay? Great, go on. Just to let you know, he's with you still. And he loves you very much, and he loves you very much, okay? Angela, he's a very easygoing man, this
Yes, he
man.
is.
He's a very easygoing man.
Has been.
And he loves you very much. And to him, you are his daughter. You are his daughter. In all ways, you are his daughter. He's telling me that. And he's telling me that.
So he knows.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
My
He
question-
knows. Well, before you start your questions, let me get more for you, okay? He knows because when he passed over, he saw things as they were. Okay? And your husband wants to talk to you, and he's telling me that your mother, he loves you very, very much. And, you know, your husband looked up to you. He looked up to you, and he let you make the decisions.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said, he gave you all the decision making because he had no choices in making decisions because you really made up, you know, you were the boss. You were the boss.
wore the pants.
You wore the pants, that's right. You wore the pants. You were the boss in that family. And you still are. You still are. And he just keeps on telling me he's there with you all of the time. I know there's a prayer on the wall, or there's a saying of a prayer, and it's on the wall,
Yeah.
and he stands there and he reads it with you. And I don't know if it's like St. Francis prayer or the Serenity prayer.
Oh, I had a bunch of them.
Okay.
The Serenity
It's a
prayer.
Serenity prayer, right? Okay, good.
Oh,
I saw
yeah,
Serenity
it's
right there.
Yeah.
Thank you. I see
say-
Serenity.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Good. That's it.
Okay.
He has met your not biological father. He has met him. He has met him. I do feel there were 2 marriages with him.
Oh,
I do. I do feel there were 2 marriages with this man. Not just this situation, but 2 others. Okay? That's what I'm
Two
getting.
families, two separate, yes.
Totally. Do you know that?
I just recently found that out.
Okay, because this is what he's talking to
Yes.
me about, okay?
Okay.
And he's asking for your forgiveness and for him not coming through. But, you know, in a weird sort of way, he thinks you understand this and that's okay with you that you forgive him. And that your mom, the situation with you, there's a whole, I think you guys are very connected. And you know, I think that you realize at the time with your mother, in the days that these things happened, it's not like today. So, you know, you couldn't say certain things and you couldn't do certain
No,
things. But
you're right.
I
didn't
think
want
she
to
did
hurt
it out of love because I think that she didn't want to hurt anyone. And that's why she didn't reveal, your dad, the truth about that situation.
Yeah.
And it's done out of love, It wasn't done out of hurt. It was done out of love. You have questions you want to
Yes,
ask?
I do.
I bet you do.
I'm just waiting.
Okay.
I would like to know if my biological father, okay, is a part of a reincarnation of myself. Is he?
Is he part of a reincarnation of yourself?
Yes. Is he?
Let me put it this way. We're all connected in some way. We all come back as soul groups. So we're part of each other. And when you have a family like that, it's almost like you're all part of each other. Don't think of yourself as just a single human being body like this, because on many levels we are connected.
Some of the family, my siblings, accept me, but the others don't. And I would like to ask my biological father, what can I do so that
Are
they
they
can
in different
accept me?
states?
Yes, I'm in
Two different states? No, the two families, are they in two different states?
Yes, they are.
Oh, you know what he says? And he says, oh, just let them be. That's what he said, just like that. Oh, just let them be. Because he said,
Oh,
you
yes.
can't please everyone all the time. You can't please all the people all the time. So, and it doesn't take away who you are. Their acceptance of you does not take away, or non-acceptance of you, does not take away how great you are and how beautiful you are as a soul, as a spiritual being. Understand that? So the lesson here is is a big lesson in forgiveness in different ways. And maybe they have to go within themselves to find out, to forgive something about themselves in order to accept you. There's something about themselves they're not accepting. Whenever that happens in life, people should look into themselves because there's a part of themselves they're not accepting. All right?
I understand.
All right, sweetie. I'll leave you with that. Okay? Thank you. And to him, you are his daughter.
Did you get the answers you were looking for now?
Yes, I did. I found out that my biological father knew that I existed once he passed. He saw everything, and the father who raised me, that he wasn't angry at me, because when he passed, he realized then that I wasn't his, but he accepted that, and he said that he loves me, and I was a daughter just like the other children that he had.
And I also want to tell you there's something about butterflies.
There were a few issues that he brought up that, no one would know. But the butterfly issue, the serenity prayer, the prayer that, and she does, she has a lot of prayers that she carries and that she reads.
Our producers told me that you guys haven't even actually told the family
No.
about
And
this.
it's still a secret.
When are you going to do it? Are you going to wait for them to see the show? Are you going to have a meeting with the family? What are you going to do?
I haven't made up my mind. I
You
just
made up your mind? You better hurry up!
If
I
they see
don't
the show,
know.
then they see the show.
Yeah.
It's something that really and truly in my heart, I feel that it has to do with Mother and I
Yeah.
and our fathers.
Thank you both.
Well, thank you.
And I'm glad you found the puzzle, the missing piece, right?
Thank you.
Still to come.
You see things a little bit different. And any grudges, any problems with any sisters or any family members,
Her son is begging her not to fight with his girlfriend. Will she listen? Plus, out of the blue, her fiance walked onto the freeway and was killed instantly.
We're not sure, if he was in the lane. We just don't really know.
Why did he do it? Find out next on Beyond.
Melissa Darby and her boyfriend were together for 3 years. They had a baby and were planning to get married. And then one day, out of the clear blue, he deliberately walked onto a busy freeway and was instantly killed. Melissa contacted me to try to make some sense out of this. Let's see what happened.
My fiance died in an accident, and we're not sure exactly what happened or if it even was an accident. There are just a lot of unanswered questions. He's a real fun-loving guy, big, huge teddy bear. Really, really sweet. A lot of fun to be around. Really good dad, and so he's a good guy. We think he walked onto the freeway and ran into oncoming traffic. We're not sure, if he was in the lane. We just don't really know. I'm hoping that James can give me some answers so that I can, move on and with my life and start recovering.
Hi, Missy. Thank you for having me here. I know that you've lost your fiance, right? And you have a baby together, and I hope I can help you in some way. Okay. There's a lot of activity around you. There's a lady over here who's telling me she's a grandmother of yours, and she's passed over there, okay? And she wants to give love to you. And she's showing me like a house, and it's like a gingerbread type of house, and she's handing me it to you. So what does that mean?
She would make gingerbread houses and...
Okay. And you were going to make a house together?
Yeah, we were going to make a dollhouse together.
Oh, okay.
Eventually.
Okay. I'm going to tell you that she wants to thank you for helping her, and she said she tried to do the best she could for you.
That's right.
Understand that?
Yes.
And she said, I want to try to make you understand why this happens. Your boyfriend is standing behind you,
Okay.
and he wants to talk, but he's very frightened. And he's going on to me about how he screwed things up, and he's very sorry. Yeah, I hear you. He's crying. He's very tearful. He's crying here, and he's talking about sitting in the room watching you in the chair, sitting there watching you, sitting there watching you, and you've always had people attracted to you that you wanted to fix.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
And he said he effed up. That's what he's saying to me. He effed up.
Okay.
Was he on medications at all?
Not that I know of.
Okay. I see like a fog here, and I feel like I'm in a daze. Okay? When he passes, it's very fast, it's quick, and he doesn't know. I mean, it's out of the body, and it's looking down.
Okay.
And he's showing me, it looks like a freeway, the LA freeway.
Yes.
I will tell you, it almost feels too, where two freeways come together.
Yeah.
You understand that? Because he's telling me about where two separate freeways come together.
Yeah.
And this is where this happened.
It was.
Make sense?
Yes.
He's telling me about a candle you lit, and he wants to thank you for that. But he also shows me a candle you light at night or something, or before you go to bed, you light a candle.
Okay.
Okay, you understand that?
Yeah.
Does anyone know ties to Texas, by the way? Did he know someone in Texas or ties with Texas?
Oh my gosh.
Something about remember
He'll never
Texas.
let me live that down.
Okay. Okay, let me tell you something.
Okay.
He is showing me a church.
Okay.
And he is telling me that he visited a church before he did this.
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I went
okay.
with him.
Oh, you went with him?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. And he said, a part of him feels like I want to find God. I want to go to God. And there's a whole feeling here of not being worthy.
Right, exactly.
You know, I don't feel worthy of you. I don't feel worthy here, and I want to go back to God. He loves you. He loves you, and he's thanking you, and he's sorry. And he said, thank God she has girlfriends, because they have gotten her through this.
Yeah.
They've gotten her through this. Missy, thank you very much. I hope I helped you.
You have. Thank you.
Does anyone know ties to Texas, by the way?
Oh my gosh. I went to Texas with a friend of mine a few years ago. He just was never thrilled with the idea that I went. And he also brought up my friend April, and that is who I went with.
And he is telling me that he visited a church before he did this.
And just out of the blue, he wanted to go to church and felt these really strong needs to go. I feel like it's time to, put this all aside and, it'll never be gone because I have Haley, and forget the bad and start looking at the good.
Coming up,
And do you have a friend named Michael or Mike?
My son.
she came to the show a skeptic.
I don't want to leave. You don't want to leave?
What turned her around? Find out next on Beyond.
Did someone over here lose a brother? Okay. I want to talk about a brother that's passed over, and the family member is here. I'm not sure who it is, but I'm being shown skis. I'm shown skis. I don't know if you have brother skis, something to do with skis. I'm not sure if you're going to go on a ski weekend or there's talk about going skiing. Does that make sense to anyone? It's you? Is this your mom? Would you mind standing?
Skiing when my brother died.
You were skiing when your brother died. Okay, when your son died. Can I come to you, please? All right. It's very interesting because he comes in showing me skis. So this is what I have to acknowledge. It's skis here. And I'm not sure if you bought new skis for this trip that you had been on. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Is there another father who's passed over also in your family?
My dad.
I wanted to ask you, are you a girlfriend of his? Were you the girlfriend of his? Or you weren't married yet, were you? Wasn't there talk about maybe getting married? And weren't you living together for a little bit? Okay, good. Please tell me about living together. And do you have a friend named Michael or Mike?
My son.
Okay. That's his son too? Or just
He
your
raised
son?
him.
Okay, he raised him. Well, he's wanting to give love to the Michael. So wants to give love to his son, all right? Let's stand here. And I don't know if Michael's been drawing crayons, has pictures.
Yeah, he
Do you understand this? And there's one picture that this man is telling me of him, that Michael drew of him or colored of him.
Yes.
Do you understand that? And he's, I understand that. Did you have a fight with him before he passed? Was there a little arguments you guys were going, or was there like this ongoing little problem you guys were having?
Yes.
And we weren't sure if we were going to stay together or there was something weird going on there?
Yes, there was.
Thank you. And he's kind of apologizing and he's asking you forgiveness for him being so, he said, brutally honest sometimes. He was brutally honest and he did not respect the sensitivity, your sensitivity, and he's sorry about that. Okay, he's sorry about that. Was there a gun involved in this death?
Yes,
Had a gun in his back pocket when he died.
Okay, he shows me a gun here.
He
Did
didn't
it
use
wasn't
the gun.
used, but it was with him on him?
Right.
Yes.
He just showed me a gun, so I don't know what that meant. I thought it'd be used, I'm not sure. Was he cremated?
Yes.
Yeah, he's talking to me about being cremated. Did you separate the ashes too? See,
No.
was there talk about separating my ashes?
Yes.
Wasn't there talk about, let's give a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit, you understand that? Because tell me they were talking about separating my ashes, okay?
We've been fighting over.
You've been fighting over his ashes. Oh boy. Don't do that.
Kind of.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. He's not there. You know, that's not him.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, what you think of him, that's his physicalness. It's really nothing. Because there's no reason for that, something like that, to fight about. That's, you know what, life is too short, right? That's simple. You see things a little bit different, and any grudges, any problems with any sisters or any family members, let them go. You understand that?
No.
Okay.
I do.
You do. Well, all right,
He's
that's
talking
what,
about
well,
the two of them.
you two.
Yes, not
Well,
my sisters.
life's too short, and you've got to find the best in each other, because you know what? You have a man here who loves you both, and you know what? You have that in common. So he has to find something that you love in her, and you love in her, because you have a common denominator, this man. And life's too short to not be loving, right? So please do that for him. All right? I'll leave you with that. I'll give you a hug. Okay. Take care of each other. You guys take care of each other now. You understand? Yeah, look at each other. Give you a hug. There you go. Okay, sweetheart. Yeah, okay.
How do you feel about this whole experience? Are you a skeptic?
No, yeah, I guess I am. I was at first, but I was very open-minded. I needed something, and that was it.
You needed something.
Yeah,
You came here needing something. What is that?
I just needed to know if he was all right, you know, and I didn't. Everything was just left so undone, and so not a lot. I just need the questions answered.
And how do you feel now?
Much better.
Yeah. You feel like he's okay?
I don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave? Now, it came up in the reading that you guys don't get along.
We just argued for about really stupid things for a short time after he died.
Can you guys, you think,
Oh yeah.
get a little closer, mend that relationship?
We've come a long ways.
You've come a long ways.
What my brother would want.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
You know, we often hear that the best defense is a good offense. No one can ever control what people say or do around you, but certainly you can control how you react. Always remember, you are in control of your own destiny and your own reactions. Thank you very much for joining us today. We'll see you next time.
What's your name?
Teresa.
Go ahead.
I just want to know if a person was adopted and they lost their biological parent, would you be able to contact them?
Yes, and I have done that for Unsolved Mysteries. I did that once, and yes, I do that actually quite often. It's very successful. Many times it's very successful. Yeah, I could do it for you, but not right now, but I'm sure I could do it for you.
Trying to get that free reading, you know?
Sure, okay?